Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Veronica, known as Data Geek. So do you need a fast, clean way to analyze sales data in Excel? Well, in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a dashboard using pivot tables and charts. We'll even use a formula to grab a month from a date. No clutter, no fluff. So let's dive in. So this is my data set, and if you want this data set, I will put the link in the description below for you to grab. So it has order ID, region, product, quantity, unit price, customer name. As you can see, my customer names do have cartoon characters such as Bart Simpson, Daffy Duck, SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, just fun data set. In column G, it has sales rep, payment method, status, order date, and total sales. So the first thing we want to do is I want to go ahead and grab a month from this date. So I'm going to go ahead and click in column K. So it highlights, right click, and then select insert. Now I have a new column. This column, I'm going to call it month. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and do an equal signs because every time you use a formula, it always has to have an equal signs. Then text, T-E-X-T, open parentheses, and then grab that column that has the date, which is J2, comma. I'm going to do a double quotation and then M for month, but I'm going to do 4 M's, 1, 2, 3, 4, double quotation, and close that with the parentheses. Now I will hit enter. Now it's grabbing this month. Now I want to fill down, so I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor over this corner bottom right box till I have like a little cross. Then I'm going to double click it so it fills all the way down. Now it fills all the way down, grabbing each column by month. So here, January, May, so on and so forth. So now I have my months. So I want to highlight just my data. I want to go to Insert, Pivot Table. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a new workbook because right now I have a sales data. So it's going to be in a new sheet. So I'll go ahead and click OK. Now you'll see sheet 1 created with the pivot box. Here on the side, these are my variable names, which are my column names. So now here I'm going to go ahead and grab region and put it in rows. So I clicked it, kept my clicker down to drag it and drop it into rows. Now you'll see east, north, south, and west. Then I'm going to go down to total sales. I'm going to click it, keep it down, drag and drop into values. So now I have my total sales by values. So east region made 515, north 1,280, south 577, west 337. So we have all of our sales. So now I want to make this into a visual graph. So I'm going to highlight it, go to insert, and here under insert tab, here in the middle, you will see that there's recommendation charts and other charts. So what I'm going to do is click on this little bar chart here. And once I put my cursor over any of these, it gives you kind of like an idea of what it's going to look like with your data. I'll go ahead and click on this one here. Then I'm going to click the actual page and drag it and put it right over this. So now you can't see my table, just my visual. So then here it says total. I'm going to click there and I'm going to put sales by region. Now I have that caption. All right, so then next I can go ahead and do another one. So I'm going to go back into my data set and then go to insert and then create another pivot table. But this time I'm going to do existing workbook. So I'm going to click that. And now it says location. So I'm going to go back to sheet 1. And this time I want to highlight where I want my pivot table. So I'm going to highlight it there and put OK. This time we're going to do, instead of region, we're going to do product. So I'm going to do product, click and drag into rows, and then total sales, click and drag into values. Now I'm going to highlight this pivot table and insert. This time I want a pie chart. So I'm going to click this little circle here and then go ahead and select one of these pie charts. I guess I like that one. So you can also click and drag the corners to resize it the way you want. I will put that one here. And in totals, I'm going to click it to rename this. And this time I'm going to put sales by product. I'll click outside this box here. So now I have two tables, one by region and one by product. Also, if you see that I put my cursor over these, it gives a little pop-up by region. So it gives the values. The same thing for the pie chart. The thing about the pie chart is if you clicked on product, you can only just select one if you wanted to. Like say, for example, you only want to see burgers. So click that, okay. Now it only shows you the burgers. But if you want to click, like say burgers sales and pizza sales, you click those two and it shows you those two. So it's interactive dashboard. So go ahead and select all, going back. Now this time I want to use month. So going back to the sales data, everything is still highlighted, insert pivot table. And again, I want to do an existing worksheet. Going back to my sheet 1, I want to put it here. And it selects that range and OK. This time I want to select my month, click and drag here, and my total sales, click and drag into values. Now I have sales by month. So I'm going to highlight my pivot table, insert. This time I want a line graph. So I'll click my line graph there, and I will rename this sales by month. Now I have sales by month. So I can see that February dropped and it went back all the way up to 927 in May, and June it dropped. June so far we have 203.26. And you can also put here 2025. That way they know it's the year for 2025. Because if we go back to our sales data, you can see this whole column here is 2025. So it's showing only sales for this year. We will go ahead and do one for payment method, making sure you have your data selected and highlighted, and go to insert, and we're going to create another pivot table. So click pivot table, existing workbook. So select that, go back to sheet 1. Now we want it here. So you select where you want it and click OK. So now we have our pivot table here. So now we can go ahead and do payment method under pivot table fields. So click on payment method, click and drag into rows, and total sales, click and drag into values. So now we can see that cash, this is how much sales is used for cash, also credit cards, crypto, and PayPal. So you're going to highlight your table and go to insert. This time we're going to do a sidebar chart. So we're going to go ahead and select one of these. I'll select the first one there. So I click and drag here. So now you can see I have my sum of totals. I have payments. I can select that and just select any one of these, right? But what if I want to do month also? So I can go ahead and move this on over. Click in my pivot table. And now here I want to select month. So I'm going to click month and I'm going to drag it into my filters. So now I have a filters. As you can see, my month now popped up in my visual. So I'm going to drag and move that here. So now I can go ahead and select month. Now here it says all, but if you want to select multiple items, because right now you can only select one, but I would go ahead and click that. If you want to do, say, January, February, and March, okay. And it shows you for those 3 months. But if you just want to select one, you can do January, select that, and it changes to just January. But I want to show all, so I'll select all and OK. So it changes it back. And also you can do cash, credit card, gives you those options as well. So now I'm pretty much almost done. So now I want to go ahead and create a title here on top. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more room. So I'm going to select that one here on the far left where it has all of your numbers. So I'm going to click on that. So it highlights that whole row, and I'm going to insert a couple more. 1, 2. Now I'm going to highlight from C all the way to J. So it's C4 to C1, and then all the way to this J fields. Now it's a block. Then I'm going to click here, make sure you're on your home tab, then wrap text, and then I'm going to merge center. Now I can click in here and put sales data. Now it's really small, so I want to go ahead and click here under align and click that one on top so I can align it. Now it's here in the middle. Also, I want to make sure it's highlighted, and I can change it, make it bigger, say 48. I could also change my text font. I'll go ahead and select that one. And now it's a lot bigger. So now I have my sales data. Also, you want to click this little triangle, upside down triangle, and it highlights everything. You can go to page layout, and under grid lines, there's a view that's checked. You can uncheck that to take those little lines off. So then you can move these around the way you want. Also, you can change the background color. So again, you can click that little upside triangle again to highlight everything. Go to your home, and then let's do a very light blue. If you want to change the color of these tables, you can do that too by just selecting it, and then do another light blue. All of them, just make sure they're all selected. That way it kind of blends into the background. So now you have all of your charts just showing the background of those. You can change the color of your text here by selecting that, going to this here where it has the red A, and then maybe making it like a darker blue. If you want to save this, you can just select File and save it to your desktop. And that is it. That is a quick Excel dashboard. Clean, simple, and powerful. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Excel tips and data tutorials. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you in the next one.